Alright, we are back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here, Eric Rodriguez, every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, here to talk about the greatest thing in the world, professional wrestling. We talk about all the action inside and outside of the ring, backstage curtain calls, rumors, dramas, and updates. We talk about, contract negotiations, inactive statuses, injury updates from promotions like WWE to EW to TNA to Ring of Honor to Stardom to New Japan Professional Wrestling. If it makes major news in the world of professional wrestling, we talk about it here on this show 1010%. So don't forget to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show so you guys can get some notifications when we go live. All right, without further ado, let's go and jump on into our next segment. We got Jordynne Grace, the juggernaut of TNA, signs with the WWE. Honestly, a lot of people kind of saw it coming. Obviously, kind of donate to the show. Make sure you guys follow the show, follow the network, hit up those super chats. But Jordynne Grace is great. Jordynne Grace is great. Huge signing by WWE. It is no surprise that WWE can land a big fish like Jordynne Grace. Will she necessarily kind of take a first baby step into this into the arena, so to speak, of WWE? I feel like she could right off the bat win the Royal Rumble. This changes things immensely. That means that she's going to for sure be in the Royal Rumble, and she could win. She could definitely challenge Tiffany Stratton. She can challenge Tiffany Stratton. She can challenge Rhea Ripley as well. Her and Rhea Ripley obviously have a lot of good chemistry together. They established backstage, obviously, with the partnership with TNA and WWE NXT. But we're going to see Jordynne Grace. What number will she be? I'm going to go out on a limb and be like, I'm going to say number 15. She's going to come out number 15. You're going to hear her badass juggernaut theme song, and then bam, she's going to come out, maybe even potential win it. She's going to be the Final Four, definitely 1010%. She came on last year's WWE Royal Rumble, and it was a complete shock. Everybody loved it. I loved it. When I saw her, I, jaw to the floor, and all the stuff that she's been doing with WWE NXT as well just means it's going to be so damn great, which means that you could probably pencil in Roxanne Perez coming into the Women's Royal Rumble as well. Like I was talking about in the earlier segments, I feel like this WWE Royal Rumble is going to be star-studded. So it has to be memorable. There has to be a shock factor. For the men's, I'm like, I'm banking my money on CM Punk. But for the women's, Jordynne Grace comes in, Roxanne Perez, Charlotte Flair returns, freaking Becky Lynch. Who else? Asuka, Alexa Bliss. Oh my God, the Women's Royal Rumble is probably going to be badass. A lot of people are kind of contemplating on maybe a return by AJ Lee. I'm not going out on a whim that much and saying that. But, it could happen. It could definitely 1010% happen. I wouldn't dispute the fact that she's going to make her official WWE debut at the Royal Rumble. Jordynne Grace, she flew to the Performance Center after TNA Genesis. She's canceled all of her independent wrestling appearances this weekend in Texas. Grace is, currently in Indianapolis this weekend. She's been locked into a multi-year deal into WWE. WWE absolutely made sure that Jordynne Grace did not hit the free agency market. They wanted to lock her up as quick as possible to make sure that she was going to bring her talents, her God-given gift in terms of professional wrestling, the juggernaut of the women's division in NXT, well, now of all of professional wrestling, to WWE. And this was one of the quickest signings in WWE history. Not a lot of people kind of ultimately can wrap their heads around this. People don't really get the fact that, women's wrestling is, it's kind of, it's amazing. It's amazing. NXT women's division is insane. Adding somebody like Jordynne Grace could be, it's going to be the best thing in the world of professional wrestling for fans, for the company, ticket sales, merchandise sales, it doesn't matter. Jordynne Grace brings that much heat to your wrestling promotion. And, being in WWE NXT for the, she was there for a little bit. She kind of dipped her feet in a little bit. at this point, I feel like she's kind of fought people. She's fought in, a lot of people. She was in that 5-on-5 women's, tag team match. Damn, what was it? Sorry, excuse me. What's it? Not War Games. No, it was New Year's Evil? I think it was New Year's Evil. It was a big 5-on-5 women's tag team match where she teamed up with Zarya, Keilani Jordan, Stephanie Vaquer, and Julia, against Fatal Influence, Roxanne Perez, and, Cora Jade. Her in WWE NXT would be great. But I feel like she's already done that. Why not put her in a position where she could do something more? Maybe, if she's on SmackDown, if you're Chelsea Green, the Women's United States Champion, I would be super worried about your title run. I would. I'd be like, okay, bam, it's over. I'm just kidding, no. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. But that's just something that Jordynne Grace can do. That's something that she could bring to your wrestling, promotion. Will she win the Royal Rumble? Wild card, maybe. My favorite to win the Women's Royal Rumble has to be Jade Cargill. Because I feel like, in terms of Bianca Belair and Naomi and everything about who attacked her, I feel like it'd be great. I feel like it would be great 1,010% for her to win the Royal Rumble, because then it would create, she has a title shot, Bianca doesn't, some animosity between the two. But, Jordynne Grace could definitely fall into that category as well. She'd be kind of like that underdog, not an underdog kind of person. She goes up against, I doubt Tiffany Stratton, probably against Rhea Ripley, and they have a one-on-one, because Rhea Ripley, my huge thing about Rhea Ripley is that she's so damn good. She's too powerful. She's too much of a good wrestler. She's, she's too good to lose. Kind of like that Brock Lesnar effect in the WWE men's division. But Jordynne Grace ultimately kind of locks that up. So it wouldn't surprise me if maybe she makes her way onto WWE Monday Night Raw in the main event scene. I like it. I feel like it fits. It fits 1,010%. But obviously only time will tell right now. Grace, like I said, is insanely talented. One of the quickest signings in WWE history. Will she win the Royal Rumble? That's something that's been on my mind throughout the past couple of days. It's kind of like, in the NFL, you have Jaden Daniels making it to the NFC Championship game. Can Jordynne Grace make it to the WrestleMania? But there's so many other women's wrestlers that could, with the storylines. I feel like maybe Jordynne Grace might find a way to kind of have a storyline within the match. And I know that happens, all this time with the Royal Rumble, where she'll be eliminated by somebody and then gets pissed off and then comes back in, or vice versa, or she's, and that could happen. That could definitely happen. But as of right now, Jordynne Grace is a WWE superstar, signed, sealed, delivered, ready to kick some ass. I, for one, cannot wait to see her reign supreme in the WWE. There's no doubt in my mind that she's going to be a multi-champion, anytime soon. So I can't wait to see it. All right, guys. So, hey, do not go anywhere. We got Baron Corbin in the news once again in terms of professional wrestling, talking about a potential WWE return. So grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite ice cold beverage, and join me here in about 25 seconds. So, hey, do not go anywhere.